So yeah, Vorashek, and um, trying to get up to theology to trigger our special ability. Um, and I've had games where uh, I've gone up a little sooner, so can't remember. I think this is probably average turn 74. We probably got about I would say turn maybe 87 or so. We should get there, maybe 90. But yeah, maybe. I know I was thinking here to settle southward and not settle eastward. Save that for later. However, thinking about it now, which is always more useful. One thing I don't do is um, I don't replay the starting position over again. Say if this game um, ended up a loss, uh, something happened and it just didn't go right. Um, Say, okay, I think I could beat this if I did it a different way. Restart from the same exact starting position with the starting map, or say map, and reload it and retry it. It doesn't seem as spontaneous or authentic. There's like you could play this over 20 times and finally figure out a perfect strategy to beat this map. Uh, Not my style. I'll just move on to another random starting position, random starting map, and play it from there, whether or not it's a good starting position or a bad starting position doesn't really matter to me, because I think that if you play the game from bad starting points, or points where you can't get a lot of growth or production, uh, it makes you stronger in the long run. Even though you may not be writing down strategies or recording that, just from sheer gameplay, I think it makes your game stronger eventually. So, I just that's how I like to learn. So basically, I get slammed many times, but down the road it makes me stronger, I think, than if I follow ABC type of pattern. And here I'm trying to think, like, do I want to start building an army now? Build some wonder late? Should I get into stoneworks? Probably is the best choice, because I'm going to get happiness and production, and we know happiness is going to be quite an issue right now, eventually, or quite soon. So when you play this type of strategy, you tend to be in negative happiness for I would say 40% of your game, until the late middle game, perhaps. I'm sure that there's other players that can balance it out a little better than what I'm showing here, and I would love it if they would record their own game and show me some more secrets and tips. Um, but for now, there's not, a lot of videos. There are quite a few videos, but you can't just go out there and go, okay, I want to watch this style of play, this map, this, that. You kind of have to take what's out there, and there is more information if you want to read and see pictures. But as far as videos and commentary of the game, um, at least I've only found so many choices, which is few. So. And just lagging it up here again with the turns. And not exactly my favorite type of gameplay. Quite long, and slow going as far as, you know, trying to get anything militaristic going. Of course, you know, I could have just built an army and tried to go do some warmongering, but just have a hard time dealing with the space. And from this starting point, you probably, you know, would rather play, especially with this civilization, play a peaceful game. But I'm kind of committed to rapid expansion and thinking, you know, once you got 8, 9, 10 cities, you can build not an instant army, but if you get every city that you have working on military, you can get quite a few units in a reasonable amount of time. So, yeah, the archer looks like... Oh, yes, this is interesting here. I got the Great Prophet. Oh, this is my first Great Prophet. I'm sorry. No. Okay. So, yeah. So now I'm finding a religion. It's my next Great Prophet that was a half mistake that may have helped me oddly. Now I'm just upset because I couldn't get the interfaith dialogue, and I really kind of, you know, this gameplay is, what is that there? Yeah, interfaith dialogue. Gain science when a missionary spreads the religion, and I think, I don't use that very many times, but I think, you know, on this version of the game, it not only the missionary gains science, but the Great Prophet gains science. I could be wrong, it could be fixed. Like I say, I really don't usually choose that. So now that I can't have that, which it could be worse, I could have that and not Messenger of the Gods. So I'll take the good over, you know, the bad. And nothing really I could do about it. I just wasn't able to get to the religion fast enough, and so now I have to figure out, okay, where am I going to go? Am I going to use this for happiness, which could be useful? I'm thinking pagodas, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to generate enough faith this game to get those up and running as fast as possible. And do I go to my standby religious community, or tithe, which looks like I'm just going to decide on tithe, and something for happiness, since I have shrines almost in every city and plan to be building shrines in every city. I'm most likely going to go into that. Yeah. So we find the religion with tithe and aesthetics. They got me on that one. +1 happiness from all shrines. So each city will be able to have +1 happiness if I think I need to get them up to 3 population, which I kind of totally forget about. So yeah, if you take that choice, make sure that you grow each city to 3 so that you can gain the bonus that you are putting your bonuses into. And now trade some marble, or not. I was thinking happiness is a little problem, so might as well keep it and lag on some more. 7 turns to theology, and the barbs are giving us a little bit of a headache here. Now, I think this is where it happened, and I guess because I had the sound off on the game, it may have given me a little bit of a problem here that I didn't catch it until quite later, which I'm very interested in seeing actually, when I actually catch this problem that occurs. Let's see, turn 82, 83, I'm thinking it's going to occur. Or I can't say for sure, but it certainly does look like that's what's going on. And as soon as it happens, I'll let you know. Just trying to get the game to maneuver forward. So yeah, those of you out there that like to play larger maps are probably enjoying this, except for the lag. However, you guys have the option to just keep skimming forward in the videos and kind of just catching the highlights, whereas I have to suffer through this type of gameplay. Yeah, I don't use my interactions on those videos where the people are moving, and whereas I see most of the videos do that. It just takes away. I would think my game would lag even more with that option, so I just have it set up for them to be standing still. And buying another settler. Alright, does it happen here? Just checking the pressure, seeing if these cities will convert anytime soon, because they are one pop cities, and it doesn't take very long for them to turn over into your faith. Alright, not there. Oh, there it is, yeah. Trade route broken. Totally missed it. Turn 83. And let's see when I finally do realize that. Which, be careful. Watch that kind of stuff, because, I'm just, I'm trying to fly through this game, and it doesn't always give you the optimal strategy when you pretty much need, or at least it helps, for you to catch everything and make most of the best moves that you can, especially playing on this level. So yeah, interesting to come back and see my errors and learn from it, and to pay attention a little bit more. So yeah, that trade route was broken, so all the science, +2 science, and I think I'm getting an extra +1 or 2 gold from that trade route, has been broken at turn 83. And let's see what turn I actually go and repair that road. It's gonna be, I got a feeling it's pretty ugly how many turns that I actually don't even realize it. Here I'm just thinking, get the promotion and take out that barb. Hopefully no other barb will spawn, which is a small gamble. as well instead of healing. Yeah, funny to see that uh, trade route. I can see it now plain as day. However, when I was playing the game, I'm just like, you know, don't even notice. I'm totally thinking about other things. It's kind of the beauty of this, you know, um, putting yourself out there for people to see you being quite erratic and um, not very in tune with what is going on. I think that this empire that I've built is quite unorganized. Wouldn't suggest this style of play for most people. You want to have, I think, more organization and efficiency, which will make your game flow much better and be able to conquer and win much easier. So, however, I noticed, like a lot of the videos. Well, I really don't watch any other videos unless they're playing on Deity. So, but there are a lot of videos out there where they're playing, Prince, King, Immortal, uh, but it just seems like how many times can you destroy the game on lower difficulty levels until you decide, okay, I'm going to play here. Now, I see a lot of the common argument, or people are upset. They say, well, the AI just gets ridiculous bonuses on this level, and it's just, you just can't compensate with that. However, I would say that, that the AI does so many things that you can take advantage of, that all those bonuses really don't matter. But that's just opinions, and we can all agree to disagree. I was just kind of checking out 10% behind in science, whereas I would have quite a bit more science if I would have repaired that trade route. But I am just oblivious to the fact of that trade route even being broken. As we continue forward, trying to think, okay, should we put a library in here because we would like to have a university in here eventually, because of the extra science with the jungle tiles, or should we get into a coliseum, which almost every city I would like to have a coliseum if possible, and we choose the library and try to kill the barbarian that broke our trade route that we still have no idea is broken. And I'll be harping on that for many turns to come, I am sure. Trying to, ingrain somebody else out there who's messing around with this, wants to give this kind of strategy a try, to watch. If you're playing with the barbarians on, well, watch if a trade route has been broken or not, because your strategy here is to be able to have as many of those as you possibly can. Nobody is allied up, and they want me to do things that I'm not able to do anytime soon. I think it was create a great engineer and build some wonder that I'm not even ready for. I think it was the Hagia Sophia, which, believe it or not, is what I'm kind of I would like to get, because not only is it going to help me out with my religion, but that is sort of the plan. What I was thinking to use for uh, when I finish the Liberty branch, to use my great engineer for. Um, I think in hindsight, I should have, especially being this far away from everybody, built the Oracle to help me along with the culture, to gain that extra policy, to be able to use, or to be able to spawn the engineer to build the Hagia Sophia. Okay, so I've got an extra worker here. Why don't you go fix that trade route? We've only got three. I've got one right beside it, who obviously can't see it. I'm gonna have to fire his ass. He's worried about